Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play... Didn't mean to click multiplayer. To Let's Play Starcraft Brood War. I'm the Mysterious JG. We've only got 2 Protoss campaign missions left. So let's get to the penultimate Protoss mission. The Insurgent. The Insurgent. Executor Citadel at New Antioch, Shakuras.
Congratulations, Executor. Your success has brought us the promise of hope against the Zerg.
Hoping
However,
help against the Zerg, or
we face a new threat within our
to
own
the Zerg,
ranks.
or something.
In your absence, Judicator Aldaris and an entire legion of Kali survivors from Ire have begun an open revolt against us.
By the gods, this is ill news indeed.
How can they revolt against you? They were not working for you, were they?
Aldaris betray us so?
What a jerk.
He and his ilk believe that it was wrong to have abandoned Ire and consorted with our people.
Wrong about the first,
Their
right about the first
prejudices
part,
have driven
not so
them
much
to
the second.
perpetuate the Conclave's sins against us. Even now, Aldaris and his loyalist Templar forces are preparing to attack our citadel.
I can scarcely believe this.
I'd better go join
As if
their
the
side.
Zerg were not enough. Matriarch, are you certain of this?
All too certain, young Templar.
What, do you think I'm messing with you?
Executor, as Matriarch of the Dark Templar and custodian of this world, I hereby order you to terminate Judicator Aldaris
With extreme
and quell
prejudice.
this untimely uprising without delay. There will be no dissent among us while the Zerg are poised to strike.
There's something amiss here. The matriarch has always been a wise and gentle soul. Though there is some merit in her decision, this is very unlike her.
That may well be. But right now, we have a friend to kill. May Adun forgive us.
You're right that these orders to kill a friend are suspicious. But right now, we have to kill a friend before we can worry about that. Let's go. Yeah, you're a real bright soul there, Artana. So Aldaris has betrayed us. That's too bad. I was looking forward to him being a character in this game. You know, the idea of a humbled Aldaris working together with the Dark Templar was kind of interesting to me. And the Matriarch, Venezia, is Commander Troy, and the mother of Liara. No, I'm thinking of a different Matriarch. Matriarch, what's her name? Seems to have bathed in the blood of 1,000 virgins. I mean, she just seems kind of bloodthirsty, but, yeah. I guess we gotta do some Protoss on Protoss action, or just ain't a Protoss story mode. Unless you have a diversion from your main story fighting the Zerg to fight your fellow Protoss, it just ain't a Protoss story. Starcraft tips. Merge Dark Templar to create Dark Archon. Select 2 Dark Templar and the Dark Archon meld button to create a Dark Archon. Dark Archons have the ability to mind control enemy units. This is really the only time we'll get to do this in the campaign, the mind control ability. Technically, we can build Dark Archons in the next mission, but the next mission we're fighting the Zerg, and there are very few Zerg units where it's worth the trouble to do this. But with the Protoss and the Terrans, there are definitely units where it's worth the trouble, and it's the Dark Archon mind meld. It's pretty cool stuff, guys.
Be advised, Executor. Our forces are divided. Aldaris has taken control of our Templar warriors and arbiters. It is possible that he may even send archons against us.
Fear not, comrades, for we have archons of our own. Should the dire need arise, all Dark Templar may merge to become Dark Archons.
Pretty
Though
cool.
we sacrifice our warriors in doing so, only the might of the Dark Archons can match the forces of Aldaris.
Yeah, so let's get some hotkeys going on these two guys. Let's make them 8 and 9 respectively. They've got all of their abilities researched right from the beginning. This is a special thing because of it's a special mission to introduce them. Normally we would have to research increase in energy and other stuff. I forget what mind control and Maelstrom do. I think Maelstrom freezes stuff but makes them susceptible to attack. Feedback, I believe, causes damage to an enemy unit equivalent to how much energy it has. So it's an anti-spellcaster spell that these guys have. But we've got a... Is that Aldaris? Is that Aldaris? Is that Aldaris? We got 3 different Aldarises. Only one of them's real. It is, of course, the one that's hardest to reach. So we've got to make our base defensible. This is pretty much what we got to do in any of these missions. We'll come under some pretty heavy attack over the course of this mission, but the big hope is that we will be attacked by small groups of really powerful units as opposed to large groups of relatively weak units, because this battle is going to be all about using mind control to... Oh, there's an enemy observer coming in. Hopefully it will fly over the path of these photon cannons. Apparently not. I believe archons are immune. To what we're trying to do.
I'm waiting.
Take 2 of the most wounded of these guys and turn them maybe into a Dark Archon. Yeah, so we got an observer. I watched it coming in. Without it, they would not have been able to target our Dark Archons, or Templar, who are permacloaked. Dark Archons are not permacloaked. They are indeed not cloaked at all. So these will be useful as a way of stopping them from just waltzing right in, but no, we are going to get attacked eventually by fleets of carriers. That is... Oh, it does. He is wounded. He doesn't get like full health or anything like that. And I'm wondering if maybe I could have taken over that Archon. I think Archon should be immune to mind control. It would make sense. Oh, I can still research one thing for them. I suppose I might as well. Yeah, so I can't build regular Templar because they have sided with Aldaris, and I believe we are limited in what we can build as far as we can build zealots and stuff. I believe we're limited in what we can build as far as damn it, where did I send that worker? As far as flyers go, I don't think we're allowed to build like carriers and stuff. Look, it's a spinning statue of something.
Thoughts in chaos. Oblivion awaits. We move.
Let's see, this ain't seem right. I should be canceling these before they,
Under attack. Oblivion awaits. Yes. For iron.
Where do they go? Oh, they got sucked over here. Well, that's probably just as well.
We are under attack.
So I haven't used mind control yet. Well, it's not really worth it on zealots and stuff. I mean, I guess I could. It's not hurting anything except that I will use up their energy, and they won't have a bunch of energy in reserve when I get around to getting attacked by carriers. Like, the best possible thing that can happen to you when you're playing this mission is that you get attacked by a bunch of, like, softened, or, like, not softened, but you get attacked by individual carriers because you mind control them. Now, back in the day, playing this game against the computer with Lagman and Boba the Vulture, we would like to use Dark Archon mind control to grab workers from the other races, because that would allow you to build all their buildings, and eventually you could get one player could have all three species technology at their disposal in one game. This is an example of the kind of thing we would do to extend a game for fun, not because clearly you would need all three technology trees to win. Like, actually having all three technology trees would really be a major setback for you, because it would just mean you'd never have enough resources to really develop all three of them. But it was fun. Sadly, we don't get to use Dark Archons in any later mission, as far as I know. They're obviously a part of the, the regular game of Brood War, random map game or whatever, but in the campaign, this is really the only time they're introduced. So the Protoss have two new units, the Dark Archon and the what do you call it? Corsair. Zerg, we've already seen their new units, the Corsair and not the Corsair. We've seen their new unit, the Lurker. They also have a new flyer we haven't seen yet. And the Terrans, we briefly saw their new flyer, which is the Viking. And I don't think we've seen their other new unit yet. But yeah, I think all three species had two new units, one of which, as I've mentioned previously, is an airborne anti-air fighter. All three units have a fighter that just does splash damage against air targets, because all three species needed to be given something, apparently, to use against... here's a... Oh, damn. I don't have anybody in position to grab him and mind control. You're supposed to try to mind control transports, because the units that are on the transports will... Whatever's on the transport, you'll get all of them. So we took that thing over, so that's something. Damn, you guys... Were there like a lot of you, or do my forces just suck? I can't kill you guys for crap. Anyway, this thing took some damage from my tower that it was fighting, but now it's going to be on my side, so that's fine. And this is basically how this mission works. You take your time and you take control of the forces that attack you. You don't start launching your own counterattacks until you've kind of... It's like an ideal mission for me. You know how I like Turtle. And this is a great mission for just hanging out and collecting units to come work for you. So I really need to try and have Dark Archons available in a bunch of different places to grab, transports and attackers or whatever. But unless I'm going to save and load constantly, it's kind of a bad idea to be in a position where I'm really depending on being able to catch all of my attackers and not having anything to slow them down. And just like I can't count on mind controlling everything before it does some serious damage. So now I'll need to get observers. Observers will be key here. So if I want level 2 shields, I need to wait and give that stuff a chance to recruit. See, this guy took over 1 unit. He still doesn't have his energy back, so you can't just grab everything that comes along. You gotta wait and pick your shots. Either that or build a bunch of Dark Archons, which I could do. I do, after all, have
I'm waiting.
these guys. Did I miss one? One of them may have been killed, but I thought I had an even number so that I had the option of turning them all into Dark Archons. And sadly, no, he's not it. One of these guys is already wounded. Started out that way because he was formed out of 2 guys who were not at full health when they combined. It's like you'd think between the 2 of them they could have come up with 25 hit points. But it hardly matters. Other reason I want to get level 3 shields on these guys is because these guys have like no hit points after their shields are... They got a little bit more than regular Archons do. He actually looks kind of cool like this though. The wounded Dark Archons, like, you know, red glowing power instead of yellow glowing power. Yeah, just that whole thing too. I'd be curious to see if this guy has level 1 shields. Will he upgrade along with my guys, or is he locked in with what he had when we captured him? It's an interesting question. Now, if I'm going to take... I believe, however, the answer is that I can upgrade them, which means that I want to consider upgrading air, because probably once they start throwing carriers at me, that'll be my main way of fighting them. But, you know, upgrade everything. So, gonna grab a drink and hope that I don't get attacked while... Yep. Oh, it's just an observer. Yep, I saw brown on my map. I have to put my drink away. Okay, now it's time to find out. Can these guys mind control Archons? They can! That's what I should have done the first time. They can mind control Archons. That seems to me to be not... I didn't think that was the case, otherwise I would have mind controlled those first Archons who showed up. I mean, when I let them do all this damage, and then I sort of questioned it, like, can I do that? Would they have thrown that at me this early if there was nothing I was supposed to be able to do about it? And because it seemed to me like you wouldn't be able to mind control Archons with Dark Archons, because that's not really putting them on like equal and opposite footing. You know what I mean? The Archons are like these spellcaster badasses that come from these 2 warriors, warriors that are badass but not quite as high up. And the Archons are like a warrior badass that comes from 2 spellcasters that are badass but not as high up. But I would think that the Archons and Dark Archons would be roughly equivalent. Opposite but equal, but yin and yang. But giving one of them the ability to mind control the other really makes it seem like the Dark Archons are just cooler and more badass than the Archons are. In my opinion. But no, now I feel like we're behind. We should have taken over those first 2 Archons. If I wasn't recording this, I probably would be like cursing myself, and then just ridiculous as it seems, I would be considering restarting the whole mission so that I could take over those first 2.
Upgrade complete.
So I'm pretty sure I am not going to be able to build carriers of my own. So let's build a Stargate and find out. Oh, and I was going to build an observatory too. Once again, I'll have this very tightly packed little base. Wait, I don't think... Yeah, I didn't get my full set of guys working this again after I went over there to replace those cannons. So the strategy is grab all the archons that attack you. Eventually carriers start attacking. Grab them. And if you see a dropship coming, grab it. When I say grab, I mean use mind control. We will eventually have to expand to a new base if I really do plan on doing like a crazy built-up carrier rush. You will be pleased to hear that the very last mission of this is basically defend against the siege. It's possible, especially if you use cheat codes to get infinite gas and minerals, to wipe out all of the enemies on the map, but it's really quite difficult, actually. You have large, stubborn enemy bases to destroy in the next mission. Oh, I suppose I might as well get going. Part of me wanted to wait until the level 3 shields were done and then have level 1 armor, level 1 attack going at the same time, but why? Oh, I can build my own carriers.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Try to lead them over to the cannons, guys. You get out of here. Oh, their shields go away when they mind control. Did my, Yeah, I forgot about that. Their shields are wiped out when they first mind control something, so...
Must have energy.
So they must have energy.
Yes.
I'm getting worried about this now.
Yes.
Something cool is going to show up and I won't have anything to take over it, use to take it over. I guess those scouts wiped out the other scout. I mean, I mind controlled the scout. I don't feel like I ended up with it.
We are as one. We move. Thoughts in chaos. We hear you. We move.
Hey, I took over a Kakaru. I was wondering if you could do that. Can I use it to scout the map, or will the other Protoss kill it? It'd be nice if I could find some other minerals and stuff.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade.
Oh, they will. Oh, you vissers! How could they possibly know? Oh, they're a nasty little piece of work, aren't they? So I need a fleet beacon to continue upgrading air. And I do want to upgrade air, but only because I'm planning on taking over all of their air that attacks me. Waste not, want not as far as space goes. I want a nice small base that's easy to defend. If I lose this initial base, I'm getting wiped out anyway. There is stuff down here that I should be... Wow. I should be in control of that. And I'm not. Matter of fact, I probably shouldn't have built that there. Probably should have been built up here somewhere, but... I guess we'll have to see exactly where the minerals on this base are laid out. Minerals and gas almost always come together. They don't always come together. They usually do. Oh, wow.
We are under attack.
Anything worth taking over here?
Upgrade complete. We are under attack. Initiating.
Dragoons aren't really worth the trouble. Although they seem to be pretty effective against my cannons. Irritatingly.
We are under attack. Upgrade complete.
They're trying to send in observers all over the place because they do worry about the fact that I've got dark archon dudes. Would have been a good place to have that Reaver that I took over hang out here. Would have been useful. And I might want to just start building some of these of my own, in fact. Hopefully I will not be extensively punished by them having a big base right up on this ledge or something, but... Okay, let's get you over there to explore.
You have not enough minerals.
Damn. Come on, a little bit more minerals. A little bit more, daddy. Alright. It's got improved sight range, but it doesn't have improved movement yet. That's why it seems to be limping along. Doesn't look like we got a lot of evil Protoss activity over here. Aldaris and his Protoss are, of course, evil. I've decided this. They're opposed to us and our wonderful new alliance with Kerrigan. I guess we're not so much allied with Kerrigan as we are allied. We're both trying to prevent the coming of a new Overmind, which admittedly sounds like bad news. Taking over one of their brains count as a kill?
We hear you.
Oh, we can't build arbiters.
Upgrade complete.
I can't believe those guys killed that Kakaru we took over. That just seems heartless. They need a Keyblade. They're heartless. To who? Okay, just keep on exploring here. I guess that Nexus is in place. I can start working some of this stuff. I can work it. Oh, let's see another base I can take over. Certainly no shortage of places to take over in this map. Alright, never mind what I said about you having to hang back until they've given you a bunch of powerful units. You don't have to do that. It's just a fun option that you've got at your disposal. You can build everything except Arbiters and Happy Cloudmen, it looks like. So if you want a Happy Cloudmen rush, you're going to need to build one or capture one. Doesn't look like we're allowed to research the thing where we have extra guys for a carrier. So does that mean that we don't get that technology, or that we start out with it in this one? But anyway, I think I've officially hit the point where I'm ready to have lots and lots of pylons so that I don't have to worry about I have to worry about running out of
Upgrade complete.
population limit.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
Should be more probes coming out here. Yeah. Oh, you know what? One of you guys should really be down here in case they get attacked and it's out of your range. $250 plus 150 would be 400. Yeah, I can do that. Is that level 3 or level 2? I think one of them is level 3. Yeah, after all these are done, I'll have one more forge research to do, and then I'll be all researched out. I'll have very little choice. If they don't start throwing more impressive stuff at me for me to mind control, I'll have to start drawing them out by attacking them. Sad though is that I always, when I have more gas and minerals as I do now, I like to do Happy Cloudmen, and that's just not going to be an option here. Now, in the interest of this being ostensibly Dark Templar versus Kalak dudes, I could attack with lots and lots of Dark Templar instead of, you know, not Dark Archons, Dark Templar. I could also, like here, for example, we've got a couple of cannons, and then we get into a regular old base. I could... you are on the move. Or are you just on patrol? Oh wait, no, I already built that. I meant to build this. And Templar Archives. Oh, I've already got one of those. Never mind them. Back to your back to work. Back to what you were doing, except do it over here now. This is not quite as much as it looks like. These are only 1,500 each in minerals. But anyway, yeah, it's starting to look like I'll, even though that's had always been the point of the mission for me, was to sit here capturing all their coolest stuff. This is an LP, I don't want to make it take forever. And it looks like we've got plenty of our own resources to work with. I could always bring them along with me and use them to attack and not just to defend. So what's going on over here? What have they got that's worth capturing? They got a couple of those guys. How did I already lose my, How did I lose the Archon that I sent over here? I sent an Archon over there, or I took over one of their Archons. How did it die so fast? Does its shields get wiped out when, I don't get that. Anyway, that certainly could have gone better. I think a good old-fashioned me building up and attacking is in order here. And I can certainly send Dark Archons along to try to take over the most obstructive enemies that I come across, but...
Upgrade complete.
Is there a probe over here that was... or did I assign it something else to do? These are only 2 gateways.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, I've got a starport. Got another one up here. Starports don't have to be next to each other. I can give them the same rally point pretty easily. I can do that with the gateways too, but with starports, the units will fly over to where they're supposed to be. It's nice. It'll be a shame not to have Archons, though.
Yes. For iron.
Oh. That's not going to help anything. This will give me 10. I need to get 2 more in process here. Is there anything cool coming up behind you guys? No?
Adun Toridas.
No.
Adun Toridas.
Oh, there's an enemy observer flying over here checking to see if we've got stuff going on. Yeah, I was expecting to have more fun with this than I actually have been having.
Adun Toridas. Adun Toridas. Zadash Golina. Nera Sculio.
I'm must be missing one of these guys somewhere. Ah, you. Did not make your way down here yet. Okay. Well, I hope I have enough crystals for you to make this cannon when you get there. And no,
enough minerals.
because I decided to research something while you were on your way. We'll get it. Don't you worry. Over here waiting to find out there's like, you know, submerged or not submerged, but I guess it is submerged Zerg. I'm looking for like underground Zerg to turn out to be a problem over here. Oh, I guess I lost a couple of probes over here because I really am surprised at how slowly my minerals are coming in.
Upgrade complete. I'm waiting. Very well.
So I got myself 12 Dark Templar. Now what? What are you doing? Can you not get back in there anymore? Well, maybe you can't. I won't even bother trying to navigate you. Just come over here. Need them to get Disruption Web. If I can build Corsairs and then use them to take out the cannons temporarily. I don't know if... I think that will prevent them from detecting things too. Should allow the Dark Templar to carve them up. I mean, they will have observers. The Dark Templar are not going to just get away with murder. Their auto-cloak ability is really only so useful, sadly.
Upgrade complete.
Faster shuttle movement. Just a couple of Corsairs to get us started. I think we'll attack this one first. It's the closest. Even if taking it out doesn't really... I mean, I'm almost positive this is going to be the real guy, but taking out the other ones will be fun too. Scout sight range and faster scout movement.
It is a good day to die. It is a good day to die. Excellent. I stand ready. Let us attack. I stand ready. Let us attack. May I be of service? I stand ready. Let us attack.
Okay, get my hotkeys all set. This might be a good time to just wait and let some stuff build up. I still think I should have more probes working over here. Okay, so let's let our coffers build up for a bit. Man, it'd be a great map to have Happy Cloud Men on. Okay, well, should I... 125 a pop. It really is expensive to get a whole bunch more of these guys going. But then again, 2 dozen of them can be pretty damn effective. That would be 1,200 plus... It would be like 15,000 to get 12 of these guys going, I believe.
Upgrade complete.
Or thereabouts. 1,250 for 10 plus 250 would be 1,400 for 12. If I'm doing the math right. This makes me wonder, at that price, should I be using a small group of carriers? But I don't have arbiters, which really makes me afraid to use carriers.
You have not enough minerals.
I did my math wrong somewhere there. 125 times 12. 125 times 10 is 1,250. Plus 125 times 2 is 250. So 1,250 plus 250. No, it's 1,500. I was right the first time. Okay.
Ready for battle. May I be of service?
Changing up my hotkeys so that these guys can be hotkeyed to 2. Maybe I should attack up this way so that I could build an expansion here and it's a little bit less convenient for them to attack.
We are under attack.
I am under attack, though. Man, they're doing a lot of those guys.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
They're kind of doing exactly what I don't need them to do, which is attacking with large groups of guys that aren't that great. And they do appear to have an observer with them.
Yes.
So none of these guys lost shields, so that's good. There's their observer. Snuck through while after the cannons were defeated. So if I was really being strategic, I would have built these guys to hang out at all of the sets of cannon, and you know what, I probably should do that. 2 Reavers, I can afford that.
Adun Toridas. Adun Toridas. Adun Toridas. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
And they found my observer. Or rather, it was found. It stumbled into a photon cannon. Damn it.
Yes.
Let us attack.
Oh, I didn't quite build these exactly the way that it... Or maybe I did. You're gonna come live here, buddy. Except you can't get out. There you go. Need a little guidance, I guess, but how many of these did I build? Oh, there's what I've been looking for, carrier. Carrier has arrived. I just wish it would fly over here where it could be seen a little better. Come on, carrier. Come over here where I can see you.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Damn it. Here we are. Don't let it get away.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Well done. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Oh, retreat! This is always the other problem, too, is getting your units out of there before they get killed. Looks like this one's going to have a hard time. But it also looks like it gets free upgrades of having all the extra stuff. Didn't I move one of you guys? Oh, you guys are probably in his way.
I'm waiting. Very well.
Come on, go through. Yeah, there you go. There's a good Reaver. They've now switched up to attacking with more air. It's fine so long as I continue to be allowed to take over their air units after they attack me.
Instructions.
I stand ready. I stand ready.
Thoughts in chaos. I'm waiting.
Okay. That Reaver's still moving in. Yeah.
Yes.
Ready for battle. Ready for battle. May I be of service? May I be of service? Ready for battle. At last. Service.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
At last.
Casting all sorts of nasty spells. I hate the Protoss. Even when I'm playing as them, I kind of hate them. Oh, wait. No, I lost a bunch of them that are still frozen.
I stand ready.
So those guys I could probably wait for. And they did send a carrier after me. Should have stolen that arbiter. That's what I should have done. Where are they sending these guys from? Okay.
Yes. Zadashkorina. I'm waiting. So be it. Zadashkorina. I'm waiting. Neraskulio. Zadashkorina.
I stand ready. Let us attack. Adon Toridas.
Yes. I'm waiting.
May I be of service?
Energy.
Ready for battle. I thought you'd sit my way.
Neraskulio. So be it.
Oh, they weren't attacking until it was, Oh, they're in the disruption web too. Okay, never mind. The disruption web tactic wasn't being as useful as I thought. It's just allowing them to wander up to it and wait.
Neraskulio. Yes. Emma. Neraskulio. The warriors have engaged the enemy. Yes. Emma. For iron. Very well. I'm waiting.
Reavers.
Neraskulio. So be it. Zadashkorina.
Observers, they are the bane of my existence when I'm these guys.
So be it.
Damn it.
I'm waiting for iron.
Got quite a few of these guys left, though.
For iron. Very well.
Let us attack. Adon Toridas.
Yes. Zadashkorina.
See, this is when I should have sent Dark Archons behind them.
May I be of service? I stand ready. Let us attack.
Anyway, okay, so that was probably a bit wasteful. But while all that was going on, I got a ton of stuff saved up.
Instructions.
See if they can get out of here. They can't get out of here. Okay. Now I thought I had an observer hanging around somewhere, but he's not hotkeyed to anything anymore. So, oh no, he got killed. That's right, he did get killed. So let's build another observer. Probably really have more than one of those guys flying around, but I also think we could probably start building up carriers now.
You have not enough
Don't have enough
minerals.
minerals because I built 1,000,000 carriers. Oh, you know what? I've got And I could actually cancel one of these carriers. I've already got a carrier. It ain't in perfect condition, but it's there. Matter of fact, we could set the rally point up here on this carrier. This is still going to take a while, though. Carriers are just so slow to build. Stargates cost less than the carriers they build. And I feel like I might have to build more than one set of carriers. I'm not really being very... I used to, like I said, if you can save and load and make sure you always grab the best things out of each enemy rush, you can do really well with Dark Archons. But I'm kind of not doing that well with the Dark Archons. So I might just have to take the tons and tons of minerals and gas that are available and build multiple massive carrier rushes. I'm not proud of my incompetence, but I'm honest about it. So now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So from now on, I can get if I have the minerals, I can get a rush of, or a group of 12 carriers going in the time it takes to build 2 carriers.
Ready for battle.
I always like to have everyone working gas that you can on one single thing of gas. Even though I really need minerals more at this point, but these guys are going to pick over what's left of these minerals pretty quickly, and then I'll just dump them all over this new base, which, as the rallying point of my carriers, will be pretty much unassailable until I'm ready to launch super death attack. Anyway. I don't think they've got anything in their arsenal that can beat this many carriers. The arbiters will be the biggest pain in the butt for the carriers. This is exactly... No, mind control. Oh, I should have mind controlled it while it was still in this thing, but whatever.
Ready for battle.
We hear you. We are under attack.
Ready for battle.
Kind of sucks for me. We need to run. There's an enemy Archon over here now, isn't there?
Carrier has arrived. Instructions. We are under attack.
Oh wait, we don't really want to... We don't really want to destroy this thing. We want to take it over, but too late.
Instructions.
What are you doing? You're chasing him. Good hustle, but get over here and deal with this. Just waiting for my mind control to... You've got mind control. Get over here and do something about this. So it's getting messy, but we're clearly going to win this.
Your command.
Okay. You now have 150 things.
Instructions.
I need to be aware of archons using electrical thing on the carriers themselves. That could do some damage. But at this point, yeah, we should be in pretty good stead here. It's exactly what I talked about. Get away from that. It's not really that dangerous to carriers, you just have to be paying attention.
Instructions.
Shut down the pylons as best I can.
The warriors have engaged the enemy. Instructions.
It's a total noob tactic. Like, you know, any seasoned Starcraft player will tell you there's much better ways to spend Protoss force, but I just love, graphically, all those fighters. You're gonna use your damn spell on me, aren't you? Not if I kill you first. So I've lost a couple of carriers here. But the thing is that the other bases should fall a little easier than this first one because they're sending dragoons from all over the map, and scouts too, from all over the map to try and stop me. What in the world could they be researching here at this point? I guess they just didn't research as fast as I did. Yeah, we're just pounding on his head, but big thing here is to kill these workers. Destroy the Nexus. Try to make it so they don't come rebuild this base. This stuff is still powered? What's powering it? I missed a pylon somewhere. Doesn't hurt a thing that these are fully leveled with like level 3 everything. That is big part of why this is working nicely. They send little piecemeal attacks, like 1 or 2 scouts at a time. It's just they've got no chance to get off any attacks before they get killed. Dragoons are in even worse shape. And now I'm like reticent to even assign them targets because as they hang out over here without specific targets, they're much better able to react swiftly on their own without me having to order them to something like a single dragoon showing up. Yeah, so I didn't think I was allowed to build carriers in this one. That I can. That makes a big difference. It means that I don't have to turtle for forever and collect up a fleet of the best of everything. I can build everything except archons, basically. And arbiters. And I never use arbiters anyway, or archons I should say.
Instructions. Instructions.
Now, if I had my Dark Archons with me, I could just add him to the fleet. Instead, he has to die.
Affirmative.
Now, if this is the correct Aldaris, we've already won. I really doubt this is the correct Aldaris. Why does Aldaris have the picture of Tassadar?
Your command.
We've come to ask for your surrender.
Didn't think I'd be caught so easily, did you, Executor? You have only destroyed a phantom.
Phantom.
Instructions. Your command.
Well, that being the case, I guess we better continue to kill him before he gets off his attack. There we go. We know what he was going for, folks. He was going for electrical death storm. Or maybe he was on illusion or something. Get out. I might have carriers on the last mission, but if I do, they'll be set to hold and be defending a certain area. So this will be really our last chance to see masses of carriers on the attack. Our warriors engaging the enemy. Is that what's going on here? Oh, you poor guy. You don't even have 8 carriers, or scouts, or interceptors. It'd be nice to put a stop to arbiters, to tell you the truth. Be able to put a stop to carriers, or at least new carriers. No one's attacking this guy? Oh, let's just set a target right over next to him and let them work their way over. And you know what, at this point, why aren't we working on more? We don't have the population for them. But that shouldn't stop us.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
That'll take us up to 63. 71, 79, 87. I might be doing the math totally wrong here. 90 something. 200.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Damn, man, I really left them alone for a while. I took a lot of well, two guys who were almost defeated already got finally utterly wiped out, but and we killed another Aldaris.
Yet again, Executor, you destroy only a simulacrum of myself.
Simulacrum.
You believe me to be a traitor, but it is you and the Matriarch who will usher our race to oblivion.
Huh, it's interesting. Why don't you give us a little detail on how you think that is going to happen, or no? Just choose to be vague and apocalyptic? Okay. I mean, you could tell us exactly what your concerns are, and we'll listen, I'm sure.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Instructions.
Get out of there. Oh, never mind, too late. That's probably how I lost the ones before. When I went down there and started rebuilding, they probably all got stuck in like a double electrical storm or something. Oh, that's right, that one got attacked by an archon. Ah, screw it, just finish it. Forget about the photon cannon that's there, just kill him. Now, what's this about us being traitors? Wait, you're a fake too?
Finished, Judicator.
Yeah.
Surrender your remaining forces and join us in eradicating the Zerg.
I would sooner die, Dark One, than tarnish the memory of Ire by joining with you. Your fate was sealed the moment your matriarch allied herself with the Queen of Blades. Those of us still loyal to Ire will never be slaves to Kerrigan and her broods.
Wow.
Aldaris, be reasonable.
Being slaves would be
Kerrigan
fun.
has changed. She no longer seeks to enslave anyone. Do not force us to destroy you.
You can no longer afford to be so naive, Artanis. While you were securing the crystals, I discovered that your matriarch has been harboring a dark secret.
Anyway, let's just chat here while...
No time for this.
Kerrigan, what have you done?
Couldn't we have
Just
stopped you?
cleaned up your mess, Frodo. Don't be so squeamish.
Wretched creature. This was our Protoss matter. You had no right to interfere. Be gone from this world. You are no longer welcome among us.
Fine. I've done what I came here to
Whatever.
do. I've
I don't
ensured
like
the
you guys.
destruction of the renegade Cerebrits, and I used you to do it. Have fun, mighty Protoss. We'll be seeing each other again. Real soon.
Assholes. Yeah, so leave peacefully. We're not gonna, like, attack you or anything for what you just did. Yay, victory! I killed Aldaris, and... yeah. Well, Judicator, I guess he's off to bathe with the blood of 100 virgins in heaven. That doesn't really make sense somehow. No, Aldaris is dead. It's just a shame, because I liked that character, but, it seems like he gave his life to end the alliance between the Protoss and Kerrigan. If that was his intent, it seems like he's won. So I guess things went well for him after all. He didn't want us to work with Kerrigan. Kerrigan showed up, freaking killed him in front of us while we just kind of watched. So now we're not working with Kerrigan anymore. So, yeah, everything's good. The unnatural alliance between Kerrigan and the Protoss has ended. It only lasted like 3 or 4 missions. And I don't know what to make of all this, folks. To me, it's a sloppy bit of storytelling that it would be one thing if they hit a cinematic in which Kerrigan suddenly kills Aldaris, but when they do it by having, like, you can watch these 3 overlords kind of, slowly fly in and like, of all units that do it, they have lurkers come in, burrow in a circle around him. Nobody's supposed to notice this. It's already goofy enough that Zeratul is dropped off by a transport, so he can, I would think he would just pop up, uncloak suddenly. That would have been fine. Aldaris is an actual unit. Zeratul is an actual unit. So these 2 units on the map talking to each other. Okay, I can buy that. But Artanis flies up in his like scout fighter to be like, Aldaris, be reasonable. You gotta listen to reason, man. He's like presumably doing low altitude passes to Aldaris and yelling out of the cockpit, Aldaris, you gotta listen to us. This is such a bad idea, turning against us like this. Come on. If he's just communicating with him on a computer, like, come on, JG, don't be ridiculous. He's just speaking to him over some kind of communicator. Well, then why does he even need to fly up? Why is he there at all if he's just communicating with... No, he flies up clearly to me so that he can, like, lean out of the cockpit and be like, even if he's not doing flybys, even if this thing clearly they can hover. Okay, so it's not him in, like, a biplane, or a jet fighter doing like passes and breaking the windows on the tower so that like somebody can be like, Maverick. No, he's okay, he's hovering, but he still has to like lean out the window and be like, Aldaris, can you hear me over the thrusters? I know this thing's pretty loud. Anyway, so yeah, they appear on the scene, and meanwhile these huge hulking lurker creatures, monsters, come crawling up, circle around Aldaris, start digging into the ground so that they can kill him while he's just standing. He's standing there. These creatures surround him, digging into the ground. Suddenly, he's getting impaled with spikes that are thrusting out of the earth itself. And they're like, huh? What? We didn't see this coming. It's a perfectly valid... Well, I don't even know what's a valid plot twist. To me, this whole thing feels kind of forced. But it could be a valid plot twist if they did it in some kind of cinematic. But they using the in-game avatars of these two to do it, it just made it uber goofy. Alright, anyway. That took over an hour again. I think all the Brood War missions are going to take over an hour. And this whole thing really just... yeah, you're supposed to do it by taking over all their archons and then doing your own archon rush against them. That's like the way I'd always done it in the past, using the dark archons. But that was always by saving, and then they would attack, and I would load if I didn't manage to nab them. And they kept attacking while I was doing something else, and then archons would get themselves killed. Or I would take over an archon that was almost dead from my cannons, and it would get killed. But if you're saying, JG, well, you shouldn't have built all those cannons, well, then the problem is they just stomp over you with dragoons, and I don't know, we won. Maybe it took a little longer than it should have. That's like been the rallying cry of this entire LP, but we won. Won on the first try. No real serious problems. No moments where I really thought we were in trouble. Lost 50 units, that's quite a few to lose as the Protoss, but, I killed 201 units of Protoss, so that's fine. Lost 25 structures, that's quite a few to lose, actually, as the Protoss. And, I did not have the same kind of total spent advantage that I usually have over the computer. If the difficulty ramps up, they start actually using their resources. But that's it. Our next mission is Countdown. Main Protoss base on the planet Shakuras. When we come back, folks, our Countdown, might as well tell you what's going on. I've already mentioned that we have like a, can you hold against the massive Zerg attack? The next mission is about these two. We got these 2 crystals. We're supposed to be using them to purge the planet of the Zerg. I hope you followed that. The plot for this, I guess, I don't know if it's because it's more complex, we're visiting more places, or if it's just because we're jumping around all over Hell on Gauntlet as an excuse to show off maps. But we're on Shakuras for a couple of missions in a row. Then we go to the planet Braxis so they can show us the ice map. Then we have an outer space battle with a UED. Then we go to Char, and now we're back on Shakuras, and to me it's easy to lose the plot here, but what's actually going on is that we're supposed to be using these crystals, these flavor crystals that we've got to fill the world with flavor. Now, we've got these crystals, and we're going to use them to purge the planet of Zerg. I'm still don't understand when the Zerg got there. If they were supposed to come through our warp gate, or if these Zerg are working for the broods that Kerrigan's fighting that are creating a new overmind. I don't know if those... She even mentioned by name the Cerebrate. I forget what it was called. I don't even know if that has anything to do with what's going on in Shakuras, or if, like, Shakuras is supposed to have been overrun with Zerg, like, instantly. Or if there's some other dark secret here. I mean, I don't know if it'll ever get explained. Now that I think down the road to the plot, I think there are plot revelations yet to come that will give us another way to possibly retcon why there are so many Zerg on Shakuras, but I don't even think this thing that I'm now flipping this over in my mind. I don't even want to talk about it because I'll spoil the story for somebody who doesn't know about the plot revelations yet to come. But I'm like, you know, even that thing I just thought of, I don't remember if that's ever explained as the answer. I don't think that it really is. I think it's just that the plot makes no sense. But anyway, in the next mission, folks, we're playing as the Protoss. We're going to fight off an army of Zerg. That's... it's not really new. I mean, as the Terrans, we've had to hold against Zerg army, although that was fairly early in the Terran campaign, and it wasn't really that bad of a Zerg force. That was way back in the first game when I actually destroyed the Zerg, who were supposed to be an overwhelming force. Starcraft 2 will have a very similar mission to this one, where you play as the Protoss against an overwhelming Zerg force in a flashback. And the final mission of Starcraft 2, spoilers, I guess, but the final mission of Starcraft 2 takes the form of, like, it's basically an infinite Zerg force. The Zerg will never stop attacking, and you just have to meet certain conditions while surviving the onslaught. But now we'll get our Protoss mission of surviving against the Zerg, so that'll be fun for you and for me. This is Mysterious JG. I want to thank you guys for watching. We'll have that next Protoss mission, the final Protoss mission, at least until we get to Starcraft 2. Will be next time, and then we'll move on to playing as the new force, which to me made it the most interesting force, unless you're really into Kerrigan. And I got to admit, at this point in the story, I don't know what Kerrigan's goals and motives are, so she becomes an interesting character just by virtue of that. But next time, after we knock out the Zerg, it's time to move on to the UED. I'm the Mysterious JG, the Mysterious UED. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.